Hello everyone, Mike Beak here, and I'm about to cover maybe at least 2 or 3 games today. So yeah, the first one I'm actually show is Generate Offence Disaster Zone. I've added a few new cutscenes and missions. I'm not sure if I covered it in the last video, but yeah, I did this little hideout, got that up and running now, and yeah. Now, the volume is turned down because it's going to be a little bit louder, the explosion going off over there. It's a little jumpy because I'm capturing and also I've got a lot of enemies around the place now. So this one is, all done. So there's no things up there now in the sky or above, like piling up above now. So this one's an official scene and all up and ready to go. So the next one, I thought I'd show anyway, but it's got to be some improvements on it. So it's not going to look exactly how you might be seeing it now. But yeah, I've got enemies added on that as well now. So yeah, I've got a few new stuff in this game. There's enemies over here. Oh, there they are. I know exactly where I am. It's a little bit jumpy. So hopefully I'll fix that issue. Especially during this capturing. Oh damn. Got some mouse movement hitching going on. So yeah, I expanded the resolution for now, so at least I got that fixed, so it's not like in that testing phase fully. It's still in a early test build, so as it says on the bottom left.
Hello? Anyone down here?
There we go. That was the cutscene just there. So yeah, this is Olivia. So now I've got the model of Olivia pointing the gun, or created that. It took about a couple hours. Well, now I'll be able to remodel her probably maybe hopefully less than 10 minutes or something at the most, because around the time that's when I was actually learning to create objects still. But now, so this is also the checkpoint. So if I do fall through the lava bar, it doesn't matter where it's on the cutscene for now. Yeah, and also the pause menu, got that through here as well. So got the tunnel. So this was like the tunnel that was up in the sky earlier. So got that set up. So it's a little obstacle through here, and then here we go.
You'll never stop me.
So hopefully as I was saying stuff, it's all dismantling. So it's a little jumpy now at the moment because I'm trying to fix the issues of trying to hopefully make the game a bit faster with more to amount of enemies. I adjusted the lighting as well where it comes up with green, whether it's darker. So there's more green through here. So I fixed that as well. And then hopefully I'll sped up the game just as hard. But I have to hopefully improve the performance through here. But because I'm capturing, it'll be a bit faster without capturing. But it's a little jumpy. Not as jumpy as it is now though. Oh god. And now the first Generate Offence game, I forgot to reduce the blood because I forgot the physics would be moving on those. And I didn't make them disappear quick enough. Whereas on here I covered that at least, so when it hits the ground and it has a loading point, then it disappears afterwards. But I forgot to do that on the first, so performance is atrocious at the moment on that. So I had to go through maybe over 5,000 enemies just to make the blood disappear after a certain time. So to get a calculation of what the frames are on here, maybe reduce it a bit more, just a tad. But because it got up in the air, I don't want to reduce it too much where it won't leave the imprint when it touches the ground. Something because I'm not a little bit where it leaves a little trail behind. So it seems to be running pretty well. So there's another cutscene up here and then another level that is being worked on. And I forgot there's only one hit and knockout, so one touch from the enemies and or with anything deadly and dead, because I didn't learn how to health bar on this one. So yeah, it's gonna be a bit difficult, especially amount of enemies there are. I think I clouded it where, yeah, when they do get close they get faster. Don't know if I added that. But well.
Take me ever far away from. No one can stop me. But I'm in.
No one. Oh, it's raining outside too.
Try to get off his hand.
So yeah, I just got a lot on this one to fix a bit. And I like to do the tutorial still of how easy and quick it is to make objects. Even so, as a beginner it did take me a while just to do little objects, just like this. But yeah, they are pretty easy. It just takes, even so, when you first start out it will take a bit longer, but you know, like the more in the development you are, the faster to create objects, and it's easy sort of thing now, like, yeah, except for Bob's Missing where I'm still working on that, but yeah, so yeah, I do have a few games in the works at the moment, maybe about 8. So I have a lot of games, and a lot of them actually all being worked on simultaneously, but we've been focused on some and working on the others, especially Bob's Missing at the moment. Bob's Missing I'm working flat out on at the moment, and this one, because this one's going to be almost next, but in the first Generate Offence. Because in the first one's finished, so there's a gap of games being worked on. But I'm just testing out the first Generate Offence game just to make sure that's up and running. Yeah. It's right at the end too. But yeah, that's Generate Offence Disaster Zone, because yeah, there's gonna be a little cutscene, that's like gonna be it, it's just repeating on one of the cutscenes. So just as an endless loop. Oh yeah, I'll quickly show you how I actually made the models. I'll go to like I'll quickly save. Oh, here it is. This one's temporary. This is 2world1.001, and it's very jumpy at the moment. As you can see. Let's see. Let's set it to wireframe, and yeah, these are all the vertices along here. Oh yeah, so yeah, I drag the ground up, and this is probably what's chewing through the performance. Whoops, like that, or that could be too. But this. Yeah, because yeah, but I think the heaviest object is this. Because seeing this actually uses over 22,559 objects. This is only maybe 16,000. So yeah, that's actually the biggest object in the game, this fortress. Because seeing all the corridors and lights and everything inside, so it's all as one object. And the materials as well combined with it. So it's got like a lot of materials. There's like easily maybe 36 combined, and I'm surprised that Blender is actually handling this. It's just all the materials in this world that it's struggling with, and that's actually understandable. I'll probably struggle just to try and memorize all these materials. So yeah, we've got this sphere 007. I didn't even name this because yeah. So yeah, this is actually a little hideout. It's actually just temporary, but I'll show you anyway how easy it is to make an object. I thought I'd just do a very quick tutorial. Yeah, I'll just do this. I just do S and then that, hit tab, and then I just highlight this with Shift Alt, or yeah, Shift Alt. Then I just do S to expand if you want to, and just do E to extrude to create another set of vertices, and yeah, just S to expand, or you could do SY, which is like this. So SY along to expand with the Y axis or the X axis, or Z. Well, that doesn't do anything because it's yeah at the moment. But yeah, S is just the all axes where you can shrink or expand, and then E again if you want to. So I'll do a tutorial, and oh yeah, I forgot to R and an X, so you can rotate with the X axis, or just R in general with whatever origin or camo operating, and then RY to rotate, or RZ as well to just do a little twist. So I just did that, but in the not the most sophisticated ways, but that's how I make my enemies as well, like just stuff like that. But some actually use separate shapes but merging them together to make it look like one model but with multiple amount of materials and all sorts. I just thought I mentioned that as well. And the textures I just use Photoshop and just colour it all. Just using a spray, but then I forgot what it was called. There was some spray we just had a blur to it. I just forgot the name because I think it's late. So and I don't want to rush through, but I did some low texture quality as well because just to hopefully make the game engine process easier. So I'm like sort of optimizing it because it's an object that you'll walk across but might not really focus on as much. So I just made it where it's lower resolution as well. So some objects will have lower resolution and texture quality a bit, where others will be good looking as well. So these ones are just more medium and low texture quality for now, just so I won't push any limits, because it's my first time using like GISL, which is because I haven't been through here for a while, which is I think graphics language or shading language instead of multi-texture. So Bob's Missing is using multi-texture for now, but I hope to do the sequel where you use this GISL and it's going to be an amazing difference. So you get all these nice good like lighting on it, reflecting on it as well. So it's going to be interesting. I just thought I'd quickly cover that anyway, and so I'll do a full tutorial next time about how to make objects. It won't be like, maybe some may not be efficient fully, especially for you guys that want to just do very quick models. I'll just almost do semi-rush, but then I'll just do nice good looking models where I'm still learning myself. I'm still learning new stuff and I'm just like, oh, how did I not learn that? That sort of thing. So I thought I'd quickly mention, just in case. It's an easy sort of step, so it looks pretty bad. So just in case, I just thought I'd quickly mention that. And we'll go to the next one now. So this next game, sorry I clicked onto the microphone. This next game is called Keyboard Streak 2017. I actually worked on this other game a few years back on my other channel, before I lost it anyway. But this is actually Keyboard Streak 2017. So it's like enter or return, so I place enter or return because I noticed that people in other countries might use return key, so I thought I actually cover that anyway. And start. And I'm still working the others. I haven't connected up yet, but I only got easy for now. So I just did like little funny little puns, like easy as that, calm, wind, and slow drift. So So I even got a little difficulty. And this song is about 1 minute and 50? 1 minute and 50 seconds, I think. So I did have 5 keys before. It was A, S, C, F, G. But there's only 4 at the moment due to some glitches were coming in. So I was like, I'll just do 4 keys for now. But there's actually easy, medium, easy, normal, hard, and then legendary. So there's about 4 different difficulties at the moment. So each difficulty will have about 4 different songs, except for legendary, maybe 1 song. So it's about, about 10 songs overall, roughly. But it depends. It may have a change, like depending on performance, depending on the whole game itself. It may be a lot more again. So that's another game I thought I'd quickly cover anyway. And there we go. So this is pretty simple. Damn it. That's why I'm still working on. That's why still working on it a bit. Because these are kind of temporary ones. So I made these notes as well, so they're pretty easy to do as well. It's just cubes, that's all I did. But I just added logics to them. And then I'm just using the game engine logic, the game logic. So I'm just using this logic editor. It's pretty easy to do in ways as well. So so I just switch from here and then just go from game logic and then default, and then just go back here. So I'm just still working on this. So yeah, it's just a 3D scene, and then yeah, so it's almost like Guitar Hero. I just thought I'd mention anyway, because I'm a big fan of Guitar Hero, so I thought I'd make a game almost like it, but I just call it Keyboard Streak instead. Alright, this one's Generate Offence 1. Yeah, it's a bit quicker than Disaster Zone, and yeah, and a bit glitchy too. There we go. Yeah, the blood just stays there. So yeah, I have to go through all these enemies directly all around, and yeah, because I didn't just do a simple, spawn areas. I literally just place them into the game, which I didn't learn about the spawn and stuff. And I made it with the rocket flashes because yeah, you have to destroy something over there that will actually make the objects won't disintegrate. Sometimes it shows, but because I'm capturing as well, yeah, it doesn't display all the time. So you have to go through, take all these enemies out. As soon as I run into them, I'll die as well. So yeah, this one's yeah, you can just see through the wall. So this one's a bit glitchier, but because it was my first JSL game, yeah, I didn't get to cover the full aspect of how the game works fully. Oh god, amazingly. Yeah, as soon as yeah, I died. Yeah, this is almost the end part of the game, so I'm sorry if I'm spoiling a bit. So spoiling my own game a bit. But yeah, I just thought I'd show this is actually partway through the game. Yeah, it's pretty difficult because there's going to be some where I actually had a little, almost like finding glitches to get through the game, and exploits, because there's some sections where it's going to be impossible. But in Disaster Zone, I kind of made it where it's still hard, but it's easier. And there may be some parts where you might be able to find easier, hopefully, in this game as well, instead of just finding, little exploits I made to get through the game. But yeah, this is actually the boss, by the way. And yeah, this is partway through the game. I hope that's still capturing. Right here. Whoa. So the place is falling apart now. Oh my. So yeah, I have to escape. So yeah, instead of just, I left the boss almost alive.
Yeah. Oh my god, you guys okay?
So yeah, I made it where, yeah, I noticed character goes through and then the camera goes through the wall. So yeah, I made because I was meant to apply the rotation and size and movement with the objects when you paint them, but yeah, that was kind of a bit late.
Oh my god, what do we do? Oh, hey, let's go.
Run.
Run. Better run.
Oh no, we're not gonna make it now. I don't think we're gonna make it. Can we make it? Can we make it? Yes! Woo! Just made it. So yeah, this is kind of pushing the CPU a bit because it's loading everything at once. So once I hit the loading section, it's loading the world, the next scene, but the game is trying to display all of them at once. So I have to fix that. So there's still got some severe amount of optimizing to do. Yeah, it's just loading at the moment. Oh,
we're back at the same house. Am I right? Is that right?
CPU hit like 99%. It's good. It's tuned through the CPU, so I hope to fix that. And it's a basic looking game too, so that's the scary part. Because my newer games, I'm actually currently making the Godot game engine, and I hope to cover that next video. Damn, they're actually fast. These guys are fast. You get to destroy these too. There we go. So yeah, the sequel of Generate Offence, which is Disaster Zone. There's more destructible objects or bigger ones, but the trees aren't destructible yet. Where Generate Offence 2, they're actually destructible. Everything you pretty much see, 98% of stuff on Generate Offence 2 are destructible, except for the ground, or the, some objects won't be destructible fully. But yeah, the trees, oops, that's right, there's no grenades on this one, I don't think, fully. So So yeah, and Siege of Warning 2, I just thought I might have to place on the video because there's a lot of flickering because of the factory. I don't want to spoil too much in case if you guys want to. I'll place on the video as well, there's going to be a spoiler possibly as well. Yeah, just in case, because I went through half through the game already, just to show you how awesome this game is. It's like saying it looks like I rushed it fully, but yeah, it's kind of like that. But it's a pretty big game for my first GLSL game. It's running pretty well, except it's chewing for the CPU when going through. Yeah, it's spiking where I'm seeing spikes on the performance on the CPU.
Alright, okay guys, so we're packed. Let's just get ready because it's going to be sunrise in 2 minutes and let's get out of here.
Before I show you this part of the game as well, just to say that you can actually get through. It just takes, there are checkpoints on each scene as well, so yeah, when you die in a specific scene, it will actually take you to a checkpoint, but it's also doing that sort of thing. It's like I actually did the mess up code in ways where it's all at once of every variable. So when you die, the variable will be like set to, I think like almost like infinite, so it'll be displaying the whole entire game all at once. But then it'll be like, oh, here it is, here's the game. So it's like opening a flip book, or opening a whole book, and then seeing all the pages at once, but you just want a specific page. So the game is doing that at the moment. So I had to fix that. Yeah, I kind of made a little mess ups, but it's running. The game is running at least. So I hope that, yeah, this one will definitely be after Bob's Missing, because I made Bob's Missing a few years back from the start. So this one is about 2 years old, this game is. So it's almost 2 years old. I think it was January or February 2019 when I first started making this. So yeah, so it's about 2 years, almost, about a year and a half difference between Bob's Missing and this. But yeah, because I held off for a while, because it was just too busy around that time frame. I'm not sure the reason was fully, but yeah, it was just too busy, but just don't know what it was. Just so much hunting during that time. But yeah, so at least I'm like extremely working like a lot into these games at the moment, just to get these out there, because I enjoy showing these games to you guys, and you know, I really enjoy making them and showing them as well, like yeah, as they're actually in development and stuff. So I don't want to make this video too long and too complicated, which I'm making. I apologize for that. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed anyway. And I'll do update videos of this and also Disaster Zone as well very soon. But Bob's Missing, I know I don't want to spam Bob's Missing updates too much, because I like to cover the topics of my other games as well, and doing a combination of 3 games at once as well, like, because I enjoy doing those as well, and covering what games I've updated and stuff. But yeah, just 3 specific games at least. Thank you guys for watching. Feel free to subscribe if you want to follow along through the future updates. And yeah, thanks for watching and goodbye.